Hey guys, how's it going? Tabs McCaffrey here from the Urban Goddess Shop. Nice to see you. Welcome back. If you're new here, I am a new YouTuber. I just started my channel a couple weeks ago and I cover everything that's reselling. So what's sold, thrift hauls. I'm going to do my inventory soon and tips and tricks to be a successful reseller. If that sounds something that you're interested in, give us a thumbs up or you can hit subscribe, follow along on our journey. All right, let's get this started. Hey, welcome back. As I said, my name is Tabs McCaffrey. I run a little shop called the Urban Goddess Shop on Poshmark. I also resell on eBay, Etsy, Depop, and I guess recently a little bit on Instagram. I'd posted a couple pictures in my Instagram story and I just sold something through there as well. Kind of reseller on all platforms, but our main one is Poshmark. I love Poshmark. It's so easy to sell on. I love how it gets the shipping going. I love bartering with people. I like cutting deals. It is my jam. So if you're into reselling content, make sure you click that link. That was our last thrift haul. Lots of goodies, some bolos, very cool stuff. Let's get this started. I can rant on, I can go on and on and on. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tabs. I'm a reseller. I run the shop with my two daughters who are 12 and 17. They are definitely big helps. My 17-year-old likes to do thrifting with me and my 12-year-old likes to help with all the shipping. Follow along on my journey. I'm going to be sharing everything that we do and how to be successful. Okay. So today we're going to do the what sold sales from October 19th to 25th. We had a pretty good week. In the thumbnail you probably saw I put $904 as our sales. We actually had 1,069, but I had a return, which I'm a little disappointed we're going to talk about. And then we also had a bundle that I had to cancel myself because we were missing an item. So it happens. I accidentally shipped the item to another person the week before. Kind of figured it out. If you want to check out my last what sold, I kind of talked about in there. I'll put the link up. Again, it was just a mishap on my side. It happens. We've sold over 500 items. A few mistakes are bound to happen here and there. I'm doing it a little bit different. If I'm looking down, I have my laptop in front of me. I kind of set up all the tabs so that I can go a little bit more thoroughly through our sales before. I've been doing it on my phone and I just find it's a little bit cumbersome. So today I'm going to use my laptop. To start off with, we had 0 in sales on eBay, and part of this is I just haven't been cross-listing. That is my goal. I'm going to start doing that. I have to start cross-listing. I know there's huge potential on eBay. We just haven't been using it yet. So I promise I'm going to do it. If you have any tips on listing with eBay and how you do your cross-posting, drop them in the comments. I'm so new to eBay and I'm kind of nervous, so I definitely will take any tips that you guys have. For sales, we had 18 single sales and 6 bundles. This is a little bit different than what we've seen in the last few weeks. Usually I see half and half, but definitely a lot of single sale items. We'll go through the listings, lots of shoes, jackets, sweaters, things like that. I always send a message to them when they're going to purchase an item or if they like an item, letting them know that if they get another item, they'll get a discount. Plus, I'll probably give them a shipping discount if they spend over $50. I don't know, we'll see, but this is what went down. We had 40 items altogether sold and we had 24 packages leave the house. That is a lot of packaging to do in 7 days. So I kicked off the week with our first sale being a bundle. I'm going to slide over this way I can put them up here on the side and you'll get to see the pictures. The first to sell was a bundle. It was a 5-item bundle. We had a pair of Love Pastry animal print leopard shoes in a size 7, Joe's jeans honey skinny dark wash in a size 32, a Lucky Brand floral peasant top in a large, a lace teal bralette in a large, and a Forever 21 red utility jacket in a large. This was a great bundle. I liked all the pieces in it. Most of these items we had picked up at the bins, so our costs were relatively low. The bundle sold for $90 and looks like I gave her a $3 shipping discount. Again, if you spend over $50 in our shop, I'm going to give you a $9.99 shipping rate. We're here in Canada, so our 2 shipping rates are $12.99 and $9.99. Shipping is definitely a little bit more expensive than it is in the United States. Anyways, she accepted the offer. Thank you so much. Another sale that we had was a pair of Doc Marten Combat Serena black lined boots in a size 8. The person that bought this, we had messaged back and forth. So they sold for $60. She sent me an offer. I was good with it. She also left me a love note. She said, apart from the minor scuffs as indicated on the listing photos, the boots are in great shape and fit perfect. Thank you so much. Aw, I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm really transparent with our postings. I take really good pictures. I always note any flaws in our listing. So the next items to sell was a bundle. It was a 2-piece bundle. It was a Aritzia TNA gray hoodie. It had pink stitching. It was in a small. It was a little bit older style, definitely. I know they've changed their color schemes. You don't see a lot of that hot pink anymore in the stitching. And then I also had a TNA gray bomber canvas jacket. This was quilt lined and it was in an extra small. It was a super cute jacket. Again, a little bit dated, but still in excellent condition. Both of these items sold for $27. I was happy with that offer. I took it. She's happy. She loved them. Gave me a 5-star on it. Thank you, love. Next item to sell was a pair of Levi's 542 black high-rise wide leg crop jeans. These were in a size 30. I would say these were definitely a men's style, and I had noted that in the listing, and I gave the inseam, but this style is kind of current right now, and with a belt. My oldest daughter had tried them on, but they were just a little bit too tight in the waist, so sometimes when it says men's 30, doesn't equate to a women's 30. So I always make sure I put exact measurements and put that in the listing. She paid full price for these of $30. And yeah, she got them. They fit perfect. So happy. She loved them. Next item up was a Tommy Hilfiger plaid leather duffel bag. So this was a plaid kind of fabric material, and then it had leather pockets, leather straps, things like that. So the lady that bought this, I'm so happy her and I messaged back and forth. She was actually looking for a bag to take for when she had her baby, to take it to the hospital, put all her and baby's necessities in it. I said definitely this would fit everything. I personally would use it as a weekend bag, and she loved it. She kind of thought about it, I think, for a couple hours and then put an offer in. Or actually, I think she paid full listing price. Thank you so much. Good luck with your baby. Hope you love the bag. Next up, I don't even know how to say these. Louise C. Leather low Ranier heel boots in an 8.5. These had really high comps, and I had my hopes super high that they were going to sell at that price. Maybe if I would have sat on them a little bit longer. I didn't. I kind of like to see some of these items go through. I think I paid up for them a little bit at Value Village, still probably under $20. I don't like to sit on boots, especially when I know people are purchasing them right now and we're going into the fall and winter season. She gave me an offer for $45, which is quite a bit less than what I originally listed them at, but I accepted it. That's fine with me. I still had a really good return on them. Next items to sell was a bundle. It was for $57. A pair of vintage Guess overalls in medium. These were pretty cool, definitely from the 90s. I just had a lot of troubles moving them. I took good pictures. Maybe I should have searched up like an image online of the overalls on someone in a 90s look, but I didn't. I just kind of posted what I had. Again, it took a lot longer for them to sell. She also got a grandpa knit long sleeve sweater in a large and a vintage style black graphic tee that had wolves on it. I thought it was cool. I saw it at Value Village one day. I think I paid a couple bucks for it. So overall, definitely a good return on this bundle. The other 2 items came from the bins, so relatively low costs. Next item to sell was a Vans floral raglan shirt. This actually came from my personal closet. I've had it for a couple years. I bought it brand new. I loved it. It's one of my favorite tops. I just find that I'm not wearing it as much. Tossed it into my closet. She paid $12. Still made a couple bucks off it, and she got it. She said it was a great tee, and thanks. Oh, I love all the love notes. I find I've been getting a lot lately. I love reading them. They definitely bring a smile to my face. I love knowing that the item fits and that they're getting good use out of it. Next item to sell was a pair of Sam Edelman Blackbird Lorraine loafers. These were in a 7.5. They were very unique. If you look at the picture, kind of like that paisley. It looks like they have that horse bit metal in the front, very similar to what you would see on the I think Gucci was using them. Again, the comps, I thought these would sell for a lot more. Kind of drop the price, keep them moving. I try and keep shoes moving so I don't end up with a big backlog. I don't have a lot of storage for shoes. I don't know, I guess this is an insider tip. If you're shopping in my closet, you're probably going to get a good deal on shoes, because once I find they start building up, I just clear them out, get rid of them. These sold for $25, and I know that I had them listed originally a bit higher than that. Next item to sell was a pair of Mellow Walk Vanessa leather steel-toed boots. These were CSA approved. They were definitely a work boot, but in a moto style. Super comfy, very nice leather. I tried them on myself, but I'm a 9.5, so they were super snug. I was sad. I thought, like, could I actually walk? Maybe I could just wear these out and I could pull it off. Nah, no. I couldn't wear them. They would make my toes bleed. But it's kind of sad to let them go. I paid up for them. I think at Value Village I'd paid just over $20, and that was with my 20% off coupon. She paid $50. Again, I still made a profit, so I was okay with that. Didn't really want to sit on them either. Next item was a Roots red 3/4 zip fleece sweater in a medium. This would have been a men's medium. It was definitely oversized. I stated that in the listing, and it also had, I think, like equestrian written on it. Super cute sweater, and I had a ton of likes on it. It just took forever to sell. I was like, I even sent out offers. I sent out quite a few offers. I think this was an offer to seller, and she paid $22. I was happy with that. Yay, took it off my hands. I find those big fleece sweaters take up so much room in my bins, and I'm always thinking of storage. We run our little shop out of a 10 by 10 bedroom. That includes like storage, packaging, boxes, our desk, printer, thermal printer, jackets, shoes, like everything is in here. My lighting, I have 2 lighting. Then I also have a rolling clothes rack that we put items on as well. So it's tight in here, and I don't have room to hold on to stuff, so I just keep things moving through. Next item to sell was a pair of Levi's wedgie high-waisted light wash jeans in a 26. These were my oldest Lena's. She had worn them for a couple years. I think she just went up to a size 27 this year, so they didn't fit her. They sold for $48, and as soon as the sale went through and they received them, I gave the cash to her. That way she can use them to buy new jeans. All right, next items to sell was a bundle. This was a really great bundle. I liked both the items in here. It was a Lululemon thin hooded jacket in a size 6 and a pair of Fry Engineer tan leather heeled boots in a 6.5. These were both excellent items, sought after. I had them priced pretty good at $50 and $55. She sent me an offer for $75 and I took it. She paid full shipping on it, so I didn't have to give her a shipping discount. Sounded great to me. Next item to sell was a Misty Mountain Technical Fleece Sweater in large. This sold for $17. Nothing special, just a fleece hoodie. It did have some, I call it technical because it had some patches that would have been like water repelling on the shoulders and the sleeves. Would have been great if you were wearing it out hiking or if you were out doing outdoor stuff, but wasn't a popular brand name, so I was happy that it sold for $17. It definitely was oversized and a good weight to it. Next item that sold was a Columbia tan anorak winter jacket in a large. This was my personal jacket. I wore it for a couple years for snowboarding. I loved it. It was great. But I kind of upgraded my jacket last year to Gore-Tex, and this isn't a Gore-Tex jacket, so I had no use for it. I wasn't wearing it. Sometimes I would wear it to work and back, but I have a couple other jackets that I wear. Why not throw it in my closet and sell it? I sent her an offer for $75 with free shipping. Still made $45.61 off of it. I was happy with it. It was my own personal item. There was no cost to it. I had worn it for a couple years. That's fine with me. I hope she loves it. Actually, she did. She wrote, I love it. I love pulling it up on the computer because I can see their comments. So she wrote a love note to me. Love, exclamation, exclamation. This is such a well taken care of jacket, and I can't wait to start using it. Thank you. Aww, that means so much. Happy you like it. Next item was a pair of Roots red sweatpants in a size small. These sold for $25. I had picked up a couple pair of Roots sweatpants at the bins, and I was so shocked actually that they were in there. These were in great condition. She said, thank you so much. They are a perfect fit, perfect condition, and super cute packaging. Thanks, girly. Next was a bundle. This was one of those bundles that I said I had shipped the wrong item. I was sad. It was like a black Sherpa teddy, a Brandy Melville shirt, a TNA wool grandpa cardigan, and that is the cardigan that I sent to the lady that ordered the Eileen Fisher sweater. They looked so similar. It was my bad. I remember I pulled the wrong item. She also had a Tallulah royal blue spaghetti strap camisole and a vintage baby blue ribbed short sleeve top. So this bundle was for $75, but because I was missing that item, I had to cancel it. What I don't like about Poshmark sometimes is that when you cancel it, all those listings are like, no, you can't, like you can copy relist them, but I can't just be like, psych, cancel, and they pop back up. With that, I had to cancel the order. I told the girl, or lady, that I would relist the items and I could tag her into them if she was still interested in purchasing the rest of the bundle. She stated that she kind of wanted to just look through my closet again, and I took that as it was, and I relisted all the items again. It was my boo-boo, definitely. Next item was a vintage Aztec quarter zip long sleeve in a large. I believe this was the Higher State brand. I don't know if you guys remember, if you're old enough, back in the day when you used to spend X amount of dollars on groceries, they would give you an item. A lot of times it was like a clothing item or a backpack or something. This is one of those items. This was one of those fleeces. This is from the 90s. I've found 2 of these items. They always sell super quick, usually for asking price. Sent me a love note. She says, thank you, lots of exclamations. So happy, love it. Next bundle. So this was my return, and here's the story. Okay, so it's a pair of Emu Ainsley brown leather boots in a size 9, a pair of Doc Martens black combat boots in a size 10, and an Aztec Western print shrug shawl. There was a lot of messaging back and forth between me and this buyer. She had a lot of questions about fit. She wanted measurements, things like that. I measured everything. I fit everything. In total, this bundle would have cost $125. She wanted to pay $90. I kind of wanted a little bit more, but I ended up going with that for $90. So I feel like she got a great deal on all these items. The Doc Marten boots had some wear, like creasing, and I don't want to say it was peeling, but it was definitely like, I don't know how to describe it, like a little bit lifted, and I took really good pictures. I also said there was wear on the boots and to see the photos. Also the heels, so when you put the heels together, one heel was kind of worn out. Again, I took a picture straight from the back showing that there was wear in both the heels. Please take a look through the pictures. Well, she gets the bundle. 2 days later, she puts in a refund request, and usually I accept them right away. I don't go back and forth on refunds. If someone requests one, I usually just say, yeah, I'm okay with it. Poshmark might take a day or 2 to look at the case. Usually if I say yes, they just agree with it right away. Sometimes it's my own error, or sometimes it's something that I missed, or they're like, you know, there was a small hole or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I honestly didn't see it. I apologize, for sure, return the item. This one I was a little bit sad with because it was a 3-item bundle. I did say that I was very clear that there was wear. I took very clear pictures. You know, I didn't intend on deceiving her, and I just kind of left it up to Poshmark to decide because I didn't really want to accept this bundle. Hindsight, you know what, I should have just accepted it and been the better person and been like, sure, send it back, I'll relist them. My hope is that when I relist these items, I'm going to make more than the $90 she paid for them. Poshmark agreed in her favor, and the bundle is on its way back to me right now. So I had to subtract that. I would have had a really good week. My earnings should have been $1,069. Still, $904, a great week, but not quite what I love hitting over that 1,000. Next was a bundle. It was, I don't know how to say this, and I'm going to butcher it. Algeria black classic slip-on shoes in a size 9. I call these nurses' shoes. I find people that work in healthcare wear them a lot. And an oversized long sleeve knit sweater in an extra large. This was really cool. It almost reminded me of like a giraffe print. Really thick knit sweater. She offered me $52. I accepted it. I thought that that was a good deal. Both of these items I had picked up at the bins. My cost was relatively low on them. Next was a mech black down-filled puffer vest in a large. I love anything mech, which is Mountain Equipment Co-op. For some reason at Poshmark, I'm like always shocked that there's no title, like there's no brand for it in there yet. So I always list everything under MEC, and I'm hoping that there'll be enough items for them to create one of those like brand categories. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's a great deal. Like I think the cost on this is $140 or $150. $37, that person got a deal. Next item to sell was a pair of Ms. Moo's Melly black chunky heel boots in a 7.5. I haven't had a lot of luck with Ms. Moo's. Like they sell, but I'm finding that they're taking longer to sell. And it's not even that the market is saturated. I think they're just kind of going out of style. Anyways, she bought them for $45 and left me a love note. Love the boots. They fit perfectly. Thank you. And I think she asked for an exact measurement in centimeters in her bundle, which I was happy to take. Usually I have like those, you know, like those fabric kind of ones that you can wrap, like hang around your neck. I have one of those. So a lot of times I like take my hand and I shove it in the boot and I wait till it taps that. And then I kind of stick another hand and hold it there, and then I'll measure it up to the heel and I'll kind of read in the boot and see what it reads, and I'll tell them this is inside from toe to heel. I can also do an outer one, but I find with that little lip on either end of the toe and the heel, it's not as accurate. Usually they're like, okay, awesome, compared it against mine, it'll fit. Next item was a vintage Aztec knit quilt lined long sleeve jacket. This was in a small. I picked it up thinking it was such a cool item. I love these kind of vintagey, I don't know, different and it just sat there and no one liked it. And I think I had like 2 likes on it over 3 months. She offered me $15. I took it, take it off my hands. I think I paid less than 5. So it wasn't really a big profit, but kind of a misbuy on my behalf. All right, last item. Ooh, no, I got 2 more items. One of the last items was an Anthropologie cloth and stone tencel tunic top in a medium. This item, like, these are worth a lot of money at Anthropologie, and I had a ton of likes, but I couldn't get anyone to buy it. I think she offered me $19. I took it, kind of a tear, because I feel like it's worth more than that. But, right, your items are only worth what people are willing to pay. This was the most anyone was willing to pay. I sold it. She actually left me a love note and said, "Love it, thank you, exactly as described." I make sure I take usually at least 5 to 6 pictures, sometimes more, and then note everything. So I'm really working on those keywords in our description, putting as much as I can in there. If you look through some of our listings, the newer ones, it's like a paragraph, and it is time consuming. It's not as quick as the other ones. I definitely don't do it as much on items under $20, but anything that I'm going to try and ask more than $20 for, I'm going to cram as many keywords in there because I want it to show up in every possible search that they do. I also wanted to show up into that Google search. I have a tip for you guys at the end. I'm going to tell you something about the Google search. The last item that sold was a pair of Urban Outfitters gray pinstripe linen pants. These were in an extra small. She paid full price, $22. Also left me a love note. The pants are super cute and exactly as pictured. Right on, girl. I'm so happy that you got them, that you love them. I love hearing what people think when they receive the item. It lets you know that as a reseller, you're doing your job, especially when you get returns or cancel bundles, or, you know, people aren't happy with the item they received. All the positive love notes far outweigh the few negative comments that you get. So that wraps up our sales for the week. I feel like it was a really good week. Our goal is to usually hit $750 gross, and definitely that's not our net. I don't go over all the fine details. If I tell you guys something, you promise you won't be mad. I actually don't have a spreadsheet. I don't keep track per se of each individual item. What I like to do is, what do I pay sourcing for the month, and then what has come in for the month. I guess one day I'm hoping I can do a video for you guys with more detail, but right now this is as good as I can do. All right, so that tip I wanted to tell you about, keywords, right? So you know how you do your title, whatever, Lululemon, black, running jacket, we'll say, okay? I always copy it and then I paste it, but I kind of move the words around. So before I used to copy and paste exactly, but Google search doesn't like it when you repeat your sentences. So when I copy it in, I'll usually delete maybe the color, I'll add the color at the end, I'll maybe change the wording. I also used to leave a space between that, so the header, and then I would leave a space, and then I would kind of have the body with the information. I've also heard that Google doesn't like that. So now I go straight into my body underneath like a paragraph, and then straight into my measurements. If you aren't already including measurements on all of your items, you should do so. There's so many items that we have sell that people want measurements, and I just say, oh yeah, I included that in the listing. Make sure you take a look. They look, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. It's gonna fit perfect, thank you. Purchase goes through. Few things. Don't leave spaces. Don't repeat your title into your body, and make sure that you cram as many keywords as you can, because Poshmark and Google are using all of those keywords to help potential buyers find your listing. That's my tips. Hope you create some good listings. Hope you have lots of sales. If you like this video, if you want to hear more, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that we're doing a good job. Also, maybe hit subscribe, follow along on our journey. I am going to do some more tips and tricks videos and some Poshmark hacks. So if that's something you're interested in, you're a reseller, you want to learn more about reselling, make sure you hit subscribe. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thank you for watching.